The hunting pack circled the human settlement like vultures around carrion. HFY, the pack leader, flexed his razor-sharp claws as he observed the flimsy structures below. His species, the Korthak, had terrorized 17 star systems, leaving nothing but ash and bone in their wake. These humans would be no different. "Look at them," HFY growled through his translator, his voice carrying the authority of someone who had never known defeat. Pink, soft creatures scurrying about in their pathetic shelters. No claws, no fangs, no natural armor. How did such weaklings ever crawl out of their gravity well? His lieutenant, Vaishmar, clicked his mandibles in agreement. "The intelligence reports confirmed it, Commander. No enhanced reflexes, no regenerative abilities, no natural weapons. They cannot even see properly in low light. It will be a massacre." The Korthak pack numbered 50, each one a perfect killing machine forged by millions of years of evolution on a death world where only the strongest survived. Their exoskeletons could deflect plasma rounds. Their reaction time was 3 times faster than any known species, and their strength was legendary throughout the galaxy. They had never encountered prey that lasted more than minutes against their coordinated assault. "Begin the hunt," HFY commanded, his voice dripping with anticipation. The pack descended like a black tide, their battle cries echoing across the settlement. But something was wrong. Instead of screaming and fleeing, the humans moved with disturbing calm. They didn't run toward their shelters. They ran toward weapon caches. The first human HFY encountered was a female, barely reaching his chest in height. She held a crude projectile weapon, primitive by galactic standards. He laughed, a sound like grinding metal. "Weak little creature," he snarled, raising his claws. "Your soft flesh will—" The woman's finger moved. The projectile tore through HFY's supposedly impenetrable exoskeleton like it was made of paper. Pain, real, devastating pain, exploded through his body as he crashed to the ground. Around him, his pack was falling. The humans weren't running. They weren't screaming. They were hunting. "Contact! Multiple hostiles!" a human voice barked. "Switch to armor piercing. Watch your crossfire." HFY tried to process what was happening. These weren't panicked prey animals. These were predators, and they were treating his pack like the prey. A young human male, barely out of adolescence by their species standards, moved through the battlefield with mechanical precision. He fired, moved, fired again. Each shot found its mark. Each shot dropped a Korthak warrior. "How?" HFY gasped, his translator crackling with static from his damaged vocal cords. An elderly human approached, weapon trained on the fallen Korthak commander. His hair was gray, his face lined with age, but his eyes held something that made HFY's blood freeze, the cold calculation of an apex predator. "You want to know our secret?" the old human said conversationally. "We're persistence hunters, friend. We don't have claws or fangs because we didn't need them. We chased our prey until it collapsed from exhaustion, then killed it with tools. We're the species that looked at everything trying to kill us and said, 'No, you're the prey now.'" Around them, the battle was ending. 50 of the galaxy's most feared predators had been reduced to cowering, wounded creatures in less than 10 minutes. The humans moved among them with practiced efficiency, securing the wounded, checking for survivors among their own ranks. "Your intelligence reports were wrong about one thing," another human said, kneeling beside HFY. She was a medic, tending to his wounds even as he had tried to kill her people minutes before. "We do have natural weapons. Our minds, our ability to adapt, our refusal to accept that anything is impossible." HFY felt something he had never experienced in his centuries of life. Genuine terror. "Please," he whispered, the proud predator reduced to begging. "Mercy." The old human studied him for a long moment. "You know what the real irony is? If you had come in peace, we would have welcomed you. Humans have this strange habit of befriending anything that doesn't actively try to eat us. Hell, we even befriend things that do try to eat us sometimes." He gestured to his people who were already setting up medical stations for both human and Korthak wounded. "But you came here calling us weak. You came here as predators. And there's something you should understand about humans. We're very, very good at becoming whatever we need to become to survive. As Korthak reinforcements arrived to find their elite hunting pack defeated and captured, they received a message that would echo across 17 star systems. The humans send their regards. Consider this a formal declaration that your hunting days are over. The galaxy learned that day that there were worse things than predators. There were humans. And when humans decided something needed to stop, it stopped. The Korthak Empire fell within a year. Not to human aggression, but to human persistence. They simply never stopped coming, never stopped adapting, never stopped finding new ways to turn every Korthak advantage into a human opportunity. By the end, former Korthak warriors were attending human universities, learning that true strength came not from claws and fangs, but from the relentless refusal to accept defeat. Zexhai himself became an instructor at the Terran Military Academy, teaching young humans about overconfidence and the dangers of underestimating any species. When asked why he changed sides, his answer was always the same. When you realize you're not the apex predator, you have two choices: evolve or become extinct. I chose evolution. The humans had taught him that in the vast darkness between stars, the most dangerous predator wasn't the one with the sharpest claws. It was the one smart enough to make claws obsolete.